Hello, welcome to my over 40 skincare routine. I'm 47 years old and today I'm sharing what I do in the morning and evening for my current skincare, including things I do not so regularly, devices, masks, things like that. I don't have foundation on today, although I am wearing other makeup, concealer under my eyes, so I look somewhat alive, translucent powder so I don't blind you with the shine on my face from these lights, eye makeup, blush, bronzer. I just wanted you to see my skin instead of foundation sitting on top of it. I have sensitive skin with rosacea that can be acne prone. I live in a very hot and humid climate, and my skin is combination with an oily T-zone, so I can get pretty shiny during the day, but the perimeter of my face is pretty normal and can be kind of dry and dehydrated in the colder months. And I would say that most of the products that I use in my skincare routine are appropriate for all skin types. I'm all about achieving balance with my skin and keeping it as youthful looking as possible and as plump, firm, and hydrated as I possibly can. I don't currently have any Botox or fillers. That's a question I will inevitably get asked, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer it here. Because as we get older, we lose so many things that were naturally abundant when we were younger: facial fat, moisture, collagen, other things. It does take more than just a basic routine to replenish those things, so I do include more than just your basic products. And it works for me. May not work for you, but this is my routine. As of right now, I like to update it every now and then because it does change. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Let's go ahead and get into my current over 40 AM and PM skincare routine. I'll start with my morning skincare routine because logically that's where we start our day. But first I want to thank today's video sponsor, Apostrophe Skincare. They provide both oral and topical custom prescription skincare treatments directly to your door by connecting you with board certified dermatologists. I think it's a fantastic service and I'll be sharing more about them later in the video. So starting with cleanser, I have been using Tatcha the Rice Wash for a long time now. This is the jumbo 8-ounce size. Now this is a soft cream cleanser once it's mixed with water. It says it's pH neutral. It's got rice and hyaluronic acid that purifies while moisturizing, and that's how I would describe it. It's great for my skin type. It's gentle and effective, and that's what I like. So this I've been rotating with Indie Lee Brightening Cleanser. This is newer to me, but was an instant favorite the moment I tried it. So this is a brightening cleanser, and that is a newer goal of mine, is to work on some of this hyperpigmentation to brighten my skin and lighten some of these darker spots that you see. This has a gel consistency and it kind of smells like strawberries. Again, it's gentle and effective. One of these is on my bathroom counter, the other is in my shower. At all times, I like them both. Now, I've shared other skincare products on my channel that I think are fantastic at all price points, drugstore and high end. What I'm sharing today is what I'm using more consistently currently at this point. It doesn't mean I won't use those products again or that I just don't like them now. I do. I still think they're great options. So I'm going to have all the products that I'm sharing today listed and linked down below, and I will have those other options also linked down below. So you can check those out. Various price points, other options. What you're seeing today is just my current skincare routine, which is what I've been asked for a lot lately. So that's what I'm sharing today. After I cleanse, I like to go in with a skin balancing alcohol-free toner. I just feel like it does something really nice for my skin throughout the day. This is Pharmacy Deep Sweet 2% BHA Pore Cleaning Toner. This has papaya and moringa. It just does really nice things for controlling oil without stripping skin. It's soothing. This has been a staple for me for a while. When I start to get low, I always replenish it. Paula's Choice makes a really nice 2% BHA toner too, but for some reason, I don't know, I really like this one. So you saw me apply it with a Swisspers cotton oval. There's an exfoliating side. I think you can see the texture right here, and a smooth side. I usually use the smooth side. It's just a little more gentle. I actually just decanted the last of my Swisspers this morning, so I had to place an order of these myself, but I do like to keep those on hand. I've gotten into using these balancing mist serum type products lately. Some of you might think this is an unnecessary step, but I really enjoy it, not only for that refreshing feeling, but I feel like they calm my skin and help keep it more balanced. I don't know, I really like like it. So these are the two that I have been using and loving. The Dalba First Spray Serum, I talked about this in another video. This is their white truffle spray mist. It's got antioxidants, niacinamide, some oils. You shake it up to mix the two layers. It's a serum and essence all in one, which I think is fabulous. And I've also been using the Jurlique Rosewater Balancing Mist. I find this to be extremely calming. If I have some kind of a flare up, this seems to really calm it down a lot. I use them both in the morning and at night, just whenever I kind of feel like it. Some of these products are duplicated from morning to night because I use them both times. I apply a vitamin C serum in the morning for antioxidant protection and to help brighten, which is a goal of mine, as I said earlier. Now, typically I try to just keep one open at a time, maybe two. Of course, if I receive one I want to test, I have that open too, which is kind of what is going on here. The one that I had open that I was using consistently is the C Firma Fresh Day Serum from Drunk Elephant. This is the one that comes with the powder separate from the liquid. You mix it after you get it so it stays fresh longer. I think that's fantastic. And because I wear these during the day under makeup, it is important that they have a really nice texture, that they're light, they don't make me greasy, and that I don't feel them during the day. This is a great one. I have a few others that I really enjoy that are linked down below. The one that I opened to start testing out that I've really been enjoying actually is from Goodall. It's the Green Tangerine Vitamin C Serum. It's been agreeing with my skin, which says a lot because vitamin C's can really flare up my rosacea if I'm not careful and make me greasy during the day, and this one does neither of those. And the fact that it smells nice is a bonus because a lot of them smell kind of weird too. So I've also been using this one. Before I keep going, it just dawned on me. I've been talking about how I incorporate gua sha in the morning. I didn't want you to think I forgot about it. I am going to be talking about this during the later section when I'm talking about tools and masks. So I will be talking about it. I just am not putting it in this section. What I am sharing though is my brow serum that I've been using, and I do think it's making a difference. I don't recall exactly how long it took me to see results from New Brow. That was my favorite brow serum. This is the Vegamour Grow Brow Serum. I do love the blush and gold packaging. I swipe this in my brows. Sometimes I do it first thing. Sometimes I forget to do it first thing, and I'll do it when I'm in the middle of my skincare, and I just let it soak in for a little bit. Very, very quick, and it's something that I wanted to test out to see if it would help my sparse, uneven brows out at all. We shall see. The verdict is still out, but I do think I'm seeing a difference. This is about the time where I apply my Beauty Pie Pure Ceramides Elastic Boost Eye Moisture Serum with puffiness reducing roller balls. There's a lot written on this tube. This is my second or third tube. I don't know why I can't remember that. What I do know is that I love this and I won't be without it. I think this alone is worth my Beauty Pie membership because it is less if you're a member. I feel like that sounded like I said if you remember. It was if you're a member. So you twist it up and the serum comes out and you just roll it all around your eye. This is kind of a booster to whatever eye cream you're putting over it or moisturizer, whatever. It adds ceramides, which strengthen the skin barrier, and it adds moisture. It's just been so nice for my under eye area. I absolutely love it. My under eyes are dry and textured as they can be as you near your 50s. I just love it, love it, love it. And I usually apply this after I apply my serums and before I go in with my sun care. Now I have two moisturizers here that I've been reaching for the most. Again, I will have more products listed for you and alternatives down below in the description box. First one I'm going to show you, I have shown it on my channel before. It's fantastic for those of you who do get oily in your T-zone, if you're combination or even normal, or if you have oily skin. It's also great if you have larger pores. This is Selfless by Hyram Niacinamide and Maracuja Daily Barrier Support Moisturizer. It's got a nice light kind of milky gel consistency. It sinks right in. The niacinamide helps keep your skin clear, helps your pores appear smaller, and it helps keep your skin balanced, and it helps keep shine at bay as well, but hydrates at the same time. The second is the Pharmacy Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. This has just been reformulated with some really nice ingredients. It's also balancing, fragrance-free, and I've been testing it out just to see if the new formulation agreed with my skin. I really enjoy this and find it a little bit more hydrating than the other one that I just showed you. I test out a lot of sunscreens and tend to only wear mineral because of how sensitive and breakout prone my skin is, especially with chemical sunscreens. These are the 4 that I am rotating most often right now when I'm not testing a new one out. I'd say from most moisturizing to least is Summer Fridays Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 20 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. This is just slightly runny and has a milky tint to it that sinks right in, and it doesn't leave a white cast. It's flattering on my skin. It feels good. It doesn't feel heavy or greasy. It's very light, and I find I don't need a moisturizing step before it. It's everything in one. Next, we have the Elastin Hydra Tint Pro Mineral Sunscreen. This is broad spectrum SPF 30, and it's water resistant for up to 40 minutes. This is also nice and hydrating and has a lovely tint to it that almost doubles as a very light face tint. I can get away without wearing foundation with this. This is not what I have on today. It evens out my skin tone nicely, sinks in. You cannot detect this. It has some nice ingredients in it. It's a multitasker for me in that I don't really need a moisturizer with it either. It kind of does everything in one, and I do love that it really does even out my skin tone nicely. Then we have the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense with broad spectrum SPF 30. This has antioxidants and resveratrol. This is for normal, oily, or combination skin. There is a version that's for dry skin too. I find it kind of depends on how my skin is behaving if I need moisturizer before it. I do find I need to rub this in a little bit more than the Elastin to get it to sink in, but it does sink in. The tint is here so that it doesn't leave a white cast. It's not really to provide a tint or an evening out to your skin, but it does give a subtle mattifying effect, which is really nice. And we have Elta MD UV Elements with broad spectrum SPF 44 moisturizing sunscreen. It's got hyaluronic acid and is water resistant for up to 40 minutes, which I love. This has a deeper tint, very much like the Elastin, but it doesn't provide that facial tint look. Once it's applied, it just kind of looks clear. The tint is just so it doesn't leave that white cast. I like the way it feels, like the way it protects. I do prefer to wear a moisturizer under this one. This one mattifies a little bit more than the others, at least on me, and I like a little bit more of a hydration boost underneath it. But once it settles in, it does leave a nice soft matte finish without looking overly matte. During my skincare routine, I always apply some kind of a lip balm just to give me a boost of hydration before I sit down to do my makeup. I have a few that I rotate. I think the one you're seeing me apply in this clip is Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear, which I just love. I love the way it tastes. I love the way it smells. It's not tingly like the other Burt's Bees. I have a few that I rotate, but this is just one that I really enjoy reaching for day or night. Plus the price point is really nice. I said 2 things earlier that you may or may not have picked up on. 1, I have dry under eyes. 2, the last part of my skincare routine for the most part is sunscreen. Because I take it underneath my eyes, I find I need a little bit of added moisture after it's sunk in for a little bit. So I will add just a tiny bit of eye cream underneath my eyes, just dab a tiny bit. That may be taboo. Maybe you're not supposed to do that. It works for me. I've never had a problem. The 2 eye creams I'm rotating right now are Tatcha, the Silk Peony, and Drunk Elephant Ceramide AF Eye Balm. I love both of these. I find they're nice, hydrating, have fantastic ingredients. Both of these work beautifully under makeup, provide me with the ingredients and nourishment that I want for my under eyes. They're light yet hydrating, and I gotta say, I really just love this luxurious packaging on this Tatcha. I don't know why I've never tried this until somewhat recently, but I can't seem to stop using it. This is fairly new from Drunk Elephant within the past couple of months. I've been rotating these 2 and loving both of them. To effectively cleanse my face at night and make sure all of the dirt and grime and makeup are completely gone, I double cleanse, meaning that I use an oil or a balm makeup remover, rinse it off, and then go in with my regular cleanser. So the 2 removers that I've been rotating are both balms. One has been in my life for a long time, well, kind of. The other is somewhat of a new discovery. I fell in love with it right away, and that is the Heimish All Clean Balm. I love the packaging. That's not why I love it. I mean, I was intrigued by it. It's pretty, yes, but it also functions really nicely nicely. This flips up. There's a little spatula in the top, and you just take the lid out, and then the product is inside. And you can see here, I massage it all over dry skin. It emulsifies everything, and then I rinse it off with water. It kind of, at least to me, smells a little bit like a faint Andes candy. I don't understand that. This is a really nice K-beauty formula. I'm so glad I discovered it. This has become a quick favorite for me. Now, Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Removing Balm has been in my life for a long time. I've gone through numerous tubs. They come out with special editions every now and then that are usually really good too. This is the Peaches and Clean version they came out with recently. This smells like a peach, not like peach candy, a genuine peach. It smells so good. I mean, I've clearly gone through quite a bit of it. Plus, each purchase goes to a charity, which I think is fantastic. You can see more information through the link below. But these are the two that I've been rotating and loving. After my balm is rinsed off, I then go in with my regular cleanser, just like I do in the morning, rinse it off, and then pat my face dry. I said earlier I was wanting to lighten or fade some dark spots, so this is the point where I apply my prescription hydroquinone from Apostrophe to those affected spots over clean skin. So I have some spots here, a few here, I have a little spot on my nose, some on this side over here, and then some on my chest as well. I was really pleased with how the virtual consultation was. You submit photos and a medical history and fill out skin concerns, and they connect you with the dermatologist team. I received a customized treatment plan that was personalized just for me. Now, my needs right now are pretty simple, but depending on what your specific needs are, they can provide the best combination of both topical and oral treatments for various skin concerns: acne, fine lines and wrinkles, rosacea, hyperpigmentation. It's all done online. Your consultation cost is rolled into your prescription cost, which is delivered directly to your door. And with my code stephbmarie, new patients can receive your first consultation for $5 and $5 off your first order. The link and code are down in the description box. It can take several weeks to several months to see results from hydroquinone. I think I'm starting to see some changes, but I'm excited for what's to come. I just think this is a great service with the oral and topical options. It's different from other services that I've seen out there. I thought some of you could really benefit from it, which is why I was excited about partnering with them today. I would not partner with anybody for a skincare routine unless I was genuinely using them and incorporating them into my skincare routine. While my skin is somewhat bare, I like to apply the brow serum that I talked about in the morning, so I'm doing that at this point. Although it does vary sometimes I forget and I'll apply it later, but I do like to apply my brow serum both in the morning and in the evening. Okay, this is a device I'm going to go ahead and put here instead of in the last section because I do try to use this almost every night. It has genuinely changed the texture underneath my eyes. This is the NIRA skincare laser. It is made specifically for the under eye area. I basically take it underneath my eyes in rows. I'll put a diagram here, and I've talked about this specifically in another video. You can see some before and afters. It takes 2 minutes, and because I've seen such a difference in my under eye area in terms of texture and just the way my makeup sits and wears, I just wanted to go ahead and include it because the first few weeks I did use it every single day, just missing sporadically here and there. Now I probably use it 3 to 5 days a week, but it is such a staple for me. It needs to be here. So I do this after I've washed my face on dry skin. Because using a laser can be drying, I immediately go in with that same Beauty Pie Ceramides eye roller that I used in the morning. It's soothing and it hydrates. The retinol that I'm using is the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Retinol Pro Plus 0.5% power serum. This is one of the most powerful over-the-counter pure retinols that you can get in a gentle formulation that actually does something for my skin that I can see. My skin doesn't peel with it, but I feel like I see a difference when I use it. My bottle's almost empty. I have another bottle ready to go. I enjoy it. The price point is pretty decent, so I'm sticking with it. I'd say I use that retinol probably 4 nights a week. The other nights, I'm using some kind of glycolic or lactic acid to help with cell turnover, fine lines, wrinkles, brightening, dark spots. I kind of took a break from from them for a while and missed them and decided to resume use. And I'm glad I did. I really like incorporating an acid. So I rotate Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment, Drunk Elephant TLC Frim Boost Glycolic Night Serum, which is a 10% AHA, 2% BHA, and this from Glow Recipe. This is applied differently. You apply this one over moisturizer, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow AHA Night Treatment. Now, I got this to try. I think there's a bigger one, and I will be getting that too. My skin always looks so good after I use this. Even though you apply this as more of a mask over moisturizer, you don't apply it thick or anything like that. It just needs that buffer underneath, but I love this. I just kind of like to rotate these. These are just the three I happen to like. This is the point where I will spritz on my Essence Mist spray that I already talked about in the morning. Just like doing that at night too sometimes. Sometimes I leave out this step, sometimes I add it. I just do it if I think about it. Again, it's probably optional. I like doing it. My staple nighttime moisturizer is Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide. I have gone through countless tubs of this. I think it's fantastic for anti-aging, for strengthening the skin barrier. It's more than a basic moisturizer. I just love it. This will always be a staple for me. Most recently, Kopari launched their Moisture Whipped Ceramide Cream. I really like this a lot. There's quite a dip in here. So if you're wanting something with ceramides, I think this is great. I've been incorporating this and using this very consistently lately. I have several drugstore products I also like. I'll have those linked down below, but these are the two that I've been rotating lately in my nighttime skincare routine. Now, I've gone through countless tubes of Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm. There is something in here that is supposed to replenish the pigmentation in your lips, and I'm almost wondering if that's why I have this outer ring that almost looks like a lip liner. I don't know, but this is pretty consistent for me for nighttime. So I apply my lip balm and my eye cream. These are the two I've been rotating, just like I talked about in the morning. I also apply my Necessaire neck serum. It's a once daily thing that I do. I usually do it at night. It feels good, and I feel like it helps this area stay a little bit younger looking, a little bit longer, because it's got some nice ingredients, and I just really like to treat this area kindly. And you may have noticed as I was showing some of the clips that I do take my skincare down my neck if it's not too harsh, because this area can be very sensitive. Okay, let's talk really quickly about some devices, products I don't use daily, but I work into my routine sporadically, and some just in case products that I like to keep on hand. So I have rosacea. I said that earlier. I like to keep a tube of the Ordinary Azelaic Acid Suspension 10%. This is great if I get a flare-up. Usually kind of happens around here. Sometimes it happens on my nose. But also if I get a breakout, this is really nice for that too. So I just keep a tube of this on hand just in case. I don't even know if this is still in existence. If it is, I will link it. This is a blue light spot treating device called the Tanda Zap. If I feel a cystic underground, one of those deep zits coming on, I take this. I think the battery's dead. I'm trying to light this up and it's not staying on. My battery's dead. I just hold this on there. I want to say it's like 2 or 3 minutes that I'll just hold this on, and it treats it deep within the skin layers, kind of like LED red light. It's always worked for me to kind of stave those spots off, and it's always worked really well for me. I think the last time I checked, this was $20 or $25. I think I've had one of these in my life for like 20 years. I won't be without it unless they stop making it. I'm going to just share with you my holy grail mask here and link you to some other ones that I enjoy for other skincare reasons. But the one that kind of does it all for me, keeps my skin clear, shrinks my pores, never dries my skin out. When I wake up in the morning, I wake up with fresher, brighter, glowier looking skin. Origins Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. This is the old packaging. I'm almost out of this one. Have another one in backup. It's just a fantastic mask, I think, for all skin types. Most clay masks are drying, and this one isn't. It just does everything I want a mask to do and more. It's perfection, really. I think it's great. I will never be without it again, unless they stop making it. Now, your typical gua sha is usually stone. It's usually rose quartz or jade or something like that. I do have a couple of those. I also have a stainless steel, which I like if I'm particularly puffy because it retains cold really nicely. You can just run it under your faucet really quickly while you're using it over and over if you just really want that coldness to help with your puffy face in the morning. This video is going to be a century long if it's not already, if I go through a whole gua sha tutorial. So I'll link one below, or maybe I'll do one later. If I have time in the morning, I really like to do a whole lymphatic drainage thing on my neck and on my face, and I like to get a nice lift with the gua sha. You can really do some nice things. I thought these were a little bit hokey at first, but they're really not. You can get a nice lift, and there is something to be said for a good lymphatic drainage session in the morning, or just any time of day. I had to save this for now because this isn't something that I have time to do every day. I wish I did, because it does feel really good to incorporate it into my skincare routine, but I did want to share this because I really like having this simple little tool in my life, even more so than some expensive tools. Now, if there's one full face device that I won't be without, it is a red light LED mask. The one that I have is from Current Body. I know the different brands make these. With regular use, this will make a difference with tone, texture, firmness, fine lines, wrinkles. It's proven. I've seen it. It works. I notice a difference with how clear my skin stays when I use this regularly. There's even data with body devices as far as pain relief goes. I have one for my shoulder or my back because I get pain there, and it works beautifully. I'm digressing because I'm talking about the face device, but this kind of therapy is just really incredible for giving true results. Now, I'm sure there's other devices that are fantastic. I'm just forgetting about. I'm sure there's other skincare products that I have in my life that I use and love that I'm also forgetting about, but this is what's coming to mind right now. This was probably a century long. I hope I included everything. Again, I will have other options linked down below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to test. Some of these you can find from Amazon. If you haven't seen my latest Amazon video, I'll have it here for you. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.